Guys, the One Piece. We're closer and closer to the reveal, and for the first time, seemingly, Oda, the man behind One Piece, has actually written down the secret of the One Piece. And this is wild. I saw this going around, and I was like, surely this is like some clickbait bullshit. But no, there's a full video. We're gonna watch it. What is the One Piece Special Project PV? Oda has written the secret behind the One Piece treasure and Monkey D. Luffy in a piece of paper and sunk it in the bottom of the ocean. Once the series ends, the truth will be revealed. Now this is interesting. Because, I mean, once the series ends, you would assume you'd already know, unless the ending of One Piece isn't going to reveal the One Piece. And you have to actually, you know, pull a James Cameron and that would be wild. Could you imagine if James Cameron discovers the secret of the One Piece before the fucking manga ends? That'd be wild. But let's fucking let's take a peek at this, man. Alright. Oh god, Twitter quality is so bad. Alright, let's do this.
What is the One Piece?
I don't know, you tell me, big dog. Oh, they actually went all out for this, huh? I thought it was gonna be like a generic text video.
Has been determined since the very beginning.
Yeah, it's gonna be real awkward if like someone ever discovers the shit at the bottom of the ocean and it's different than what they actually do for the ending of the manga. Can you imagine?
Kept in the mind of creator Eiichiro Oda.
What better place to keep a secret than in your own mind, right?
At long last, it has been inscribed on paper.
Okay, so the first time he's ever written it down. Which, to be honest, if you think about it, is that true? I'd like to believe it. I mean, unless dude has a bad memory, there's no reason to technically write it down. Because if you write it down, you know, I feel like that could be true. There's no way this is the actual fuck. Like this gotta be like some publicity shit. But I would laugh my ass off if because this shit is not surviving the bottom of the ocean. It's probably in his fucking pond in his backyard, let's be honest. Unless the One Piece manga be ending in the next year, I don't think that shit's surviving the bottom of the ocean. Okay, so you put it in a glass. That helps a bit. I still don't think that's good enough. Some fucking whale's gonna eat that shit, bro. Okay, well that's a bit better. Boy, do I look stupid. Okay, now I'm starting to believe. Yeah, we might actually have to get James Cameron involved in this shit. And while he's at it, he can sign me up for the next Avatar. Did they actually drop this shit in the fucking ocean? Wait, are they not fucking with us? You know that, okay, so there, you know that GeoGuessr game, is that what it's called? Where like the people find, like, they show an image and like smart people find exactly where it is? Someone's gonna fucking locate this within like the next month. If you have James Cameron money, it might actually be possible to find this.
Until the whole story is
Right. Right.
the truth will rest far beyond anyone's reach.
Okay.
At the bottom.
So what happens if someone actually finds this and cracks it up? Like, anyone could... Listen, we have a pretty good visual detail on what this looks like. We could replicate this. 3D printing has gone crazy. Who's to say someone ain't gonna just fucking say they found it? Oh, so that's why it's not gonna float up, because it's... Huh. That's actually pretty cool. How much money you need, my boy? It's time to rest, Oda. Now, here's the thing, right? I have not stayed up to date with One Piece in a long time. I stopped reading around Big Mom or something. Not because I didn't like it, but just I fell behind. I was like, when it's over, I'll fucking fully catch up. Or I'll watch the full you know, just whatever. I thought it was really good with where I was at. So I'm not sure if we're at the finish line or not. So what the significance of this is, but it's pretty cool. Like, I'm of the belief, whatever the One Piece turns out to be, it is not going to satisfy everyone. However, Is he going to be the most dog shit? Like, is it the friends we made along the way? Yeah, that would probably piss off a lot of people. To be honest, I'd just be like, yeah, all right, whatever. The whole journey was still good regardless. But it's like, the way they're implying this about how once the series ends, the truth will be revealed. Okay, if you just read that, when the manga's over, you'll know what it is, because that... But it's almost making me say that, like, maybe Oda's like, bruh, you guys ain't gonna like what I actually think it is, so if you want to know the answer, you gotta go fucking bottom of the ocean. Because to be honest, getting as far as I did in One Piece, I never had a strong opinion of what the One Piece would be. I was like... To be honest, in the early stages, I thought it was just going to be the fucking journey. I really did. And then I saw everyone hate that. I was like, I don't know. It kind of feels like the most logical thing. Like, can there be a treasure worth that journey other than your own journey itself? So will it actually be something? I don't know. I think it's cool. It's interesting. I wasn't expecting to see this today. It's not what I was expecting at all. And to be honest... There's got to be more. I feel like there's going to be more and more that's going to come out of this shit. Or James Cameron's just going to be like, you know what? I got some fucking downtime between Avatar films. Let me just hop into my, I solved the mystery of the Titanic. I can solve the mystery of the One Piece, you know? Do we know if James Cameron likes One Piece? Because if so, not an impossible chance that he might actually try to find this. There's that one dude, I forget what his name is, but he's like the best at fucking finding places like on a map. Get him and Cameron together in the same room. Before April 1st, we have the One Piece truth. You're going to open it up and it's going to fucking read meatspin.com or something. It's going to be a big old troll. What Oda's plan is with this, I don't know. But this is the first time, if we are to believe what he says, which I'd like to, because if everything's a fucking lie, the world's too shitty. The first time he's ever properly written down what the one... And I kind of believe that. I'm sure he's told editors and he's told people what the One Piece is. But the fact that he's never written it down does make sense. If anyone ever finds that, that's got to end up... That would be the most valuable One Piece memorabilia, right? I don't think that would be a weird thing to say. But how would you verify it's his? By handwriting? I don't know. This is some crazy stuff. Anyway, you can let me know what you thought of this. Pretty crazy news. I honestly thought it was fucking bullshit at first, and it seems legit. I don't know. Or just crazy marketing. Either way, let me know what you think the One Piece is, and also, how long do you think it takes for someone to find it? I legit think less than a month. If people are nerdy enough and are passionate enough about One Piece, I think we find this. The issue will be as if they have the ability to get to it. Thoughts down below. Drop a like, share your support, subscribe, ring that bell, and Patreon. You can catch full live reactions, everything we're watching. Other exclusives helps fund the channel. So until next time, take care. You all have a good one.